As the saying goes, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So if any chimpanzees happen to be watching, do we have news for you? A new study finds that chimpanzees may be going to nature's happy hour, savoring fermented fruit, which is the equivalent to one alcoholic drink a day. Scientists say this research could shed light on why many humans have a thirst for booze. I want to bring in Aleksey Maro. He's a graduate student who did the fieldwork study. He joins us live now from Berkeley, California. Aleksey, I have to say, so many people are on my team were super interested in this study. What does this study tell us then about why we humans do have a thing for drinking a glass of red wine or alcohol in general? Just the fact that chimpanzees may indeed, through fermented fruit, be doing the same thing.
Yes, it really shows that there's an evolutionary mismatch between how much alcohol we are able to drink and how we're able to consume it versus how the chimpanzees and potentially our remote ancestors were also consuming alcohol through their diet. See, we drink highly concentrated liquid alcohol very quickly, whereas they're consuming it spread throughout the day through several meals. So if you had a drink, say 14, so we found 14 grams of pure ethanol as the daily average that the chimps consumed, which is equivalent to what you'd find in a 125 milliliter glass of 12.5% wine. But when you scale for body size, it actually comes out to about 2 glasses, since chimpanzees weigh about half of what humans do. Still, spread throughout the day, that's you wouldn't feel much, even with two.
So they're not exactly getting drunk. They're not getting hungover the next day like we are. But obviously, alcohol isn't great for the human body, as we know. Is it the same for chimpanzees? I mean, especially given that they're not drinking it in a concentrated way like we do. They're sort of taking this fruit throughout the day. What kind of effect does it have on them?
So there's this concept called hormesis. It's similar to salt. If you have too much salt, it's bad for you. But if you don't have any salt, it's also not as good as if you have a little bit, which is what we're seeing with potentially here with alcohol. And what a lot of studies on the ill effects of alcohol measure very high concentrations and exposure to highly concentrated liquid alcohol in a short period of time. But the kind of alcohol you get in fermented food is a different story. Foods like miso, kimchi, sauerkraut, even fresh bread has small amounts of alcohol in it. But when you, like a chimpanzee, are eating 10% of your body mass in food, those concentrations add up.
And in terms of how you figured out just how much alcohol or ethanol they're actually consuming, how did you figure that out?
So we actually used multiple methods and different field seasons, which all happen to agree. But essentially, you're turning the fruit pulp into a slurry using something called a homogenizer, and then exposing that slurry to air, where the ethanol is allowed to equilibrate with a small airspace, like in a centrifuge tube. And then we analyze that airspace for alcohol concentrations using one of them is an instrument where the material is a metal oxide semiconductor that changes its electrical current voltage based on how much ethanol vapor it's exposed to. So it's like a material properties thing. It's pretty cool.
And just in terms of the fact that it's not, well, obviously humans can consume alcohol, as we know, a lot of it, but it's not just primates either, right? Just in terms of what you discovered through the study, it's not just primates who are also doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, a lot of animals are eating these fruits out there, and the chimpanzees aren't just competing with one another for fruits. They're competing with monkeys and birds, and sometimes these other animals will eat the more unripe versions of the fruits ahead of time. So there's all kinds of chaos in trying to figure out what exactly is the availability, what is the preference, how are they feeding up there.
So why do they gravitate towards fermented fruit in the first place?
Well, it's just so interconnected to food, to sugar. The Drunken Monkey hypothesis that my advisor coined that kind of spurred this work suggests that human attraction to alcohol is partly because we could smell the alcohol from a long distance and use it to be able to locate where the fruits are fermenting. which would give a great advantage to any animal that's trying to survive in the forest. And millions of years ago, climate contractions and expansions made it so that sometimes we had to do wild things to survive.
And finally, just in terms of, I have to ask, what prompted this study in the first place? Why were you and your team so interested in this study in the first place?
Yeah, so it's kind of motivated by this general question of evolutionary medicine to try to see how things that we do today have underlying reasons, potentially from how our remote ancestors lived. Our lifestyle has changed drastically since the beginning of civilization 10,000 years ago, and there's a lot of different things our bodies are doing that we could use our ingenuity and intelligence of today to sort of shore up those differences so we could all live a more comfortable lifestyle.
Fascinating. And as I mentioned, my entire team, we're super excited about having you on the show today. What a fascinating study. Aleksey, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it.